Forgive me, I'm nervous. I'm gonna read off of a paper, but
Yes, that's
thank
right.
you so much to the Academy. I grew up in Los Angeles, but Hollywood always felt so far away from me. So to be here, standing in this room today is really incredible. I also just want to recognize the thoughtful, intelligent, beautiful, breathtaking work of my fellow nominees. I'm honored to be recognized alongside all of you. This is a dream come true. I'm probably gonna wake up tomorrow.
My dream.
Thank you so much, Sean. I adore you. This is all because of you. Thank you.
The Substance follows the life of a beautiful, aging star plagued by the entertainment industry's obsession with youthful beauty. As a result, this star takes the Substance, an experimental drug which creates a younger, sexier version of the star who eventually takes all the limelight. The Substance is a grotesque body horror film. Its messaging is loud and ham-fisted, and emblematic of the genre's ability to take a theme to its extreme.
So smile!
And wow, does The Substance reach that extreme. But the core of The Substance is the relationship between Elizabeth Sparkle, the aging star, and Sue, the new copy. And the casting of both of these characters help bring them to life. Demi Moore plays Elizabeth Sparkle. Demi Moore is, at this point, a household name. An astounding actor, Demi Moore wowed audiences in the 90s in films like Ghost, G.I. Jane,
It was a G.I. Jane jump.
and Indecent Proposal. But as the years progressed, Demi Moore became less and less relevant. As newer, younger actresses came in to take her place, Demi Moore's spot at the top of culture began to decline. So who better to play an aging star than an aging star? But the movie is not reality, as much as it does reflect it. Demi Moore's struggles with reputation and self-image are not identical to that of Elizabeth Sparkle. Yes, Moore has dealt with the ups and downs of stardom, but Sparkle acts as an evocation of celebrity, not a replication. Demi Moore's relevance in the 90s allowed her to still remain relevant to some, but her fall from stardom was not entirely due to age. Regardless, Demi Moore shines in this movie and gives a commanding and vulnerable performance that elevates the movie to be as good as it is. Fans and critics united over this performance as Demi Moore was once again thrusted into the public consciousness. Interviews, magazine shoots, and most importantly, awards campaigns. Despite Demi Moore's extensive career, her work has rarely been considered for awards. Moore's filmography has had an incredible amount of variety, with drama, romance, and comedy. Awards have constantly had a fraught relationship with these categories of films. The Golden Globes created a distinct category just for comedy and musicals, which often becomes a catch-all for films in this genre. Moore herself was nominated in this specific Golden Globe category for her performance in Ghost. But this time it was different. Surely this performance, where Moore gives it her all, would finally showcase to the world that she is still worthy of praise. Will the Academy award an astounding performance from a star from a bygone era? Well, we all know the end of this story.
Mikey Madison.
The young new star wins and the old star begins to fade. Case closed. Hollywood is obsessed with the new and they reject the old. The Substance was right. Right? Well, not exactly. While perhaps on the surface one could claim the Oscars proves The Substance's point, it disregards the true criticism that The Substance makes. The Substance is not just a critique of Hollywood's obsession with youthful beauty, although that certainly can be a part of it. The Substance is about celebrity, and the poison that attention and stardom does to the human psyche. In this way, the response to the Oscar win proves the Substance point more than Mikey Madison's accepting of the award. In the aftermath of the Oscars, Demi Moore's reaction became more important than the award itself. Outlets speculated Moore's frustration at losing perhaps her last attempt to finally receive a golden statue. But all this talk about the Oscars harkens back to The Substance. Moore's desperation to win the Oscar could be for any number of reasons. Perhaps she's seen the way in which the awards have provided aging actors like Ke Huy Quan to return to the limelight and get new acting opportunities. Perhaps she sees the importance in receiving recognition for an undoubtedly fantastic performance. Or perhaps attaining the golden statue helps satiate the ego and desire to be perceived as important. Perhaps seeing the young star win the Oscar for playing a sex worker brought back some past frustrations for when Demi Moore did the same thing, and the reception to her performance was, well, different, to say the least. Regardless, all these reasons are connected to her stardom. Unlike the substance, Demi Moore is not replaced by the younger generation, but exists alongside it. Demi Moore doesn't have to sit back and watch a version of herself claim the spotlight, because she gets to bathe in the spotlight herself. The substance has already done its job of reminding people of the power of Demi Moore, who is still just as beautiful and talented as she was in the 90s. The prophetic nature of the substance is less in its depiction of the younger generation, but its illustration of the aging star's desperation to get back into the spotlight. Demi Moore has been the center of the conversation around the substance. While in the film, the monstrous form of Elizabeth and Sue eventually obtains the recognition she desires, Demi Moore is able to return to the spotlight as herself, not as a monstrous amalgamation of two people. Instead, reality fails to fully articulate the part of the substance that is what made it so interesting. Demi Moore is not replaced by the young new star. All the talk around the substance is about Demi Moore, all the Oscar buzz was about Demi Moore, as it should be. She is the heart and soul of this film. But to say the substance reflects reality minimizes the parts of this narrative that allow Demi Moore to shine. Demi Moore's reputation has always been stuck in the past. Her relationship with fame was due to a meteoric rise in the 90s, and then, after a few box office blunders, a steady decline. Demi Moore's return alongside Margaret Qualley in the promotion of the substance is the less horrific, far more realistic version of the monstrous pair, one that allows them both to shine in their own way. So yes, in a way the substance was right. The substance is about an aging star's desperation to remain relevant no matter the cost. And while one can argue the same of Demi Moore, but one thing you can't deny is that her performance in The Substance is one of the best I've ever seen. Thank you for watching. If you like more rapid fire analysis like this, make sure to subscribe and check out my other videos.